A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to TV shows that deserve the spotlight. So, judging from the title, you might think it's strange for me to include something like this that's been well regarded over the years, and even to this day, has been looked back for a show that was well worth the watch as a kid and probably as an adult here in recent years. However, what I can consider, at the very least, is that Nickelodeon's Lazytown, as this show is basically known as, it not only is a big piece of Nickelodeon's history, it also is a big piece of what Iceland was capable of creating. Yeah, this was basically an Icelandic-based TV program for kids, and Nickelodeon was able to bring it along to America and the rest of the world. So when you really want to consider things, to put it straightforward, while this might be one of the only leading examples of a popular Icelandic TV show, I not only consider this to be well worth the viewership, and the fact is that it was able to carry on for a full decade. Yeah, pretty much heard me right. Just to give you everything that you need to know about how long the longevity of it was, and also what came out of it at the time, time to browse through all the episodes across all seasons. Yeah, that's just what it is. And so, that's a pretty big list. But I might as well just get started right here on what I need to discuss. Lazytown is in fact what it is. It's a town where everybody's lazy. Seems self-explanatory. However, there is one man who is willing to do whatever it takes to get healthy. A man known by the name of Sporticus. This is a person who enjoys working out, aerobics, jogging, and teaching kids how a lazy and complacent lifestyle is in fact not considered well worth your life. And it might not do so well at all for your future. Back in 2004, when this series first premiered, and Nickelodeon was eventually able to bring it along to American audiences shortly after it first aired its episodes, Lazytown itself not only became a bit of a landmark icon that showcased what Iceland could possibly do with networking, but they also were able to showcase a few common moral rules and lessons in place, like how to eat healthy. Fruits and vegetables in the show are simply labeled by the name sports candies, and Sporticus himself does try to convince every other member of the town to eat them by any means, as a good way to get started on their health and fitness. He does also try to incorporate things like sports in mind. But while they're not entirely effective, this is because the main antagonist of the series, oh man, I feel like I could just be memeing on at this point, because after all, we all know what happened. The actor who played this one man is unfortunately gone forever. But as we know, unlike a good majority of other shows and whatnot, there was never any kind of expansions to this. There was never a feature-length film based on the success of the series. There were hardly any documentaries apart from a few behind-the-scenes shoots, which are mostly the results of people filming while on the set. Some videos you can find on YouTube and other places online as well. While other times, it's possible that you could also take a good look at interviews with the cast and crew, or some other things as well. Of course, I even remember the Nickelodeon official website including Lazytown related merchandise, and even included a few interactive games, mostly online ROMs. But the whole thing is that Lazytown itself, within just 3 or 4 years of life, after they first started airing episodes both in Europe and America and elsewhere throughout the world, and because YouTube's gotten a good hold of this series nowadays, it's fair to say we probably won't exactly have a lot to forget about here. This is one of those shows that, much like others, the internet has well preserved, like the ultimate museum relating to TV and film by all accounts. And as I've stated before, well, it's not only memorialized for what it is and what it's basically done, teaching kids various moral lessons and adults various levels of culture and cinematography skills. But if there is one big thing that's made the show more than just a peace of mind, it'd probably be the original theme song. So, with that, thank you very much for watching this piece. I liked the show back when it was first around, and while it didn't necessarily pan out all too well as the years went on up until 2014 when their final episode released, I can sure tell you, it'll certainly be worthwhile nowadays. The abundance of different possibilities that the show has managed to unlock and showcase to the world, knowing it came from a small country, but much like any show, was able to, in fact, be memorialized by everybody overseas, especially out here, where us Nickelodeon viewers have seen the show for quite a long time. And I sure hope that it never is or ever will be forgotten from here on out. So, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me wherever you can find me, and stay on the Hollywood side if you'd like to see more